let's talk about the sound coming out of your computer. Because, let's be honest, it's probably not as good as it could be, right? Well, in this explainer, we're going to dig into why that is and how one single device could completely change your entire desktop audio game. Ready? Okay, let's dive in.
So, does this sound familiar? You've got a great computer, maybe you've even shelled out for some pretty decent headphones or speakers, but when you hit play on your favorite song, it just feels a little meh, kind of flat, lifeless. It's a really common frustration.
And you know, that frustration usually boils down to a few key things. You might hear this weird, almost sterile digital harshness to the sound. Or maybe you've noticed your expensive headphones just don't have that punch you expected. And to top it all off, your desk is probably a jungle of wires and boxes. It's a story we hear all the time, and it all points to one thing.
Right. All those little annoyances, they add up to one big issue, what we can call the desktop audio problem. But what if there's a better way?
I mean, just take a second and imagine it. An audio experience where every single note is crisp and precise, where you can actually feel the depth in the bass, and all those little subtle details in a song you've never even noticed before suddenly just pop. Now that's the goal.
And that brings us right to the heart of what we're talking about today, an all-in-one solution that's designed to deliver exactly that experience. Let's take a look at the Fosi Audio ZH3.
Now the key word there is hub. This isn't just another single-purpose gadget. Think of it as a carefully engineered centerpiece that pulls together several absolutely crucial audio components into one really elegant package.
So, what's actually inside this hub? Well, let's start with its most important job, turning all those digital ones and zeros from your computer into the music you can actually feel and hear. This is the absolute heart of high-fidelity sound.
It all starts with something called a digital-to-analog converter, or a DAC for short. Now, your computer already has one of these, but honestly, the quality on those is all over the place. A really good, dedicated DAC, like the one in the ZH3, is all about taking your digital files and translating them into a smooth, rich analog wave. And that is absolutely essential for incredible sound.
So here's the bottom line. The premium AKM chip inside the ZH3 is all about one thing: accuracy. It's designed to get rid of that cold, sterile digital sound and instead deliver your music with all the warmth and texture that the artist captured in the recording studio. You hear what they heard.
Okay, so let's move on to the next piece of this puzzle. Because having a great signal is one thing, but your headphones, well, they need the right kind of power to really sing.
And this is a big one for anyone who's ever invested in a nice pair of headphones. You plug them into your computer and they just sound kind of quiet, don't they? Maybe a little thin. They're just not getting the juice they need to perform at their best. And the solution for that is a dedicated, powerful headphone amplifier. It provides clean, stable power that allows those more demanding, high-impedance headphones to finally open up and give you the full dynamic range and that tight, controlled bass they were designed for.
But hey, what if you're using desktop speakers instead of headphones? Well, the ZH3 has something special for that, too. And it all comes down to one word: purity. Signal purity.
Okay, think of it like this. A normal audio signal can easily pick up electrical interference from all the other devices on your desk, and you hear that as a faint hiss or a hum in the background. A fully balanced design, like what's in the ZH3, is super clever. It sends two mirror image signals. This trick allows a device to spot and cancel out any noise that gets in the way, leaving you with a perfectly black, silent background. And it's that silence that lets all the tiny details in your music just shine.
Yeah, this quote really nails it. See, it's not about adding something to your music. It's about taking away all the junk, all the interference, so the music itself is the only thing you hear. That's how you reveal all those hidden nuances.
So we know it sounds great, but how does it actually fit into your daily life? I mean, high-end audio can be a little fussy sometimes, but the whole goal here is to make it totally seamless.
So let's break down how it fits in. First off, you get a remote. Total control without leaving your chair. Simple. Second, it has this cool feature called a 12V trigger. All that means is it can power on and off automatically with your other gear. No extra steps. And finally, because it combines that DAC, headphone amp, and preamp into one unit, you can finally get rid of that tangled mess of wires on your desk.
All right, let's bring this all home. When you combine that amazing digital conversion, the powerful amplification, and that pure noise-free signal, what's the real end result? Well, it's about a lot more than just better sound.
This is the real transformation. It directly solves all those problems we talked about at the start.
The poor sound quality, the weak headphones, the cluttered desk. And in their place, it delivers an experience that is just immersive, incredibly detailed, and honestly, completely captivating.
And that's the ultimate promise, isn't it? This isn't just a small, simple upgrade. It's about having a revelation. It's about hearing your favorite songs in a way that makes you feel like you're truly hearing them for the very first time and falling in love with them all over again.
So we'll just leave you with this question to think about. If you could strip away all the noise, all the distortion, and all the limits of your current setup, what new details, what hidden sounds would you discover in the music you already love the most?